Hey lads, welcome back to another game this week. This is day 4 of the week and we have so far 3 wins and 0 losses, 0 draws. So let's see if we can get a 4th win this week. Let's see who we're playing. We're currently at 1677 elo. It looks like we got a game here. We are playing against Whack Knight from India. Let's play the Jobava London because I've actually not lost with this opening since I started using it, which is kind of crazy. Getting our knight out, getting our bishop out, and then going for this pawn. A lot of the time, the opponent will fall into some issues with this. Now, I think we can go straight for this. They can come here, but going straight for this doesn't look too bad. I think their only move is to move the knight. Now, if they move the knight, we will probably develop our knight and just try to get stuff happening here. Okay, so if I take this with the pawn, he's got to move this guy. And then let's say he goes here, we can push the pawn and go for this. I think we take with pawn. If we take with bishop, we are threatening this, but he still has this. Let's take with pawn. So he just gave us a free pawn. Oh, I see. Okay, so he wants to come here and annoy us, but we've been given a free pawn, so I'm kind of okay with this. What if I just defend the bishop and develop a piece at the same time? I could also just come here with a knight and defend. So if he does decide to take, we take with knight, and then we're hitting this pawn in the middle. We have a pawn fairly far forwards. I think this is a move or this is a move. If I go queen, I can always come here, and then as soon as we push here, we're hitting this again. I think I kind of like queen a little bit more. If he ever decides to kick my knight away, I can come here, and if he takes, we take, and he cannot retake because I have a bishop defending it. So this is looking okay. I'm up a pawn. Now I am thinking of maybe going e4 at some point, and if he takes, we could hit his queen. Maybe if we castle this way with the king. Could be an idea. But also if we do this, he could always take with bishop. So that's probably not working yet. We do have a fork here hitting both of his pieces. So maybe we can go h3 and then g4 at some point after. But we'll see what he does here. He's using a bit more time than I am, which is exciting. I feel like when I play 10 plus 5, I'm doing better with the time. I don't know why, but the other threat we've got is just pushing the pawn here and going for this with our knight and our bishop. So we will keep looking for that. If I lose with the Jobava London today, I will have to take back what I said about never losing with this system. But yeah, so far I don't think I have lost with it. Okay, so he attacks our pawn, and we said if he does this, I'm thinking we bring our knight here, check his king, and we're hitting his bishop as well. So if we come here, he's gonna take with bishop, and we can recapture with pawn, and this pawn is gonna be really annoying for him to deal with. So I think we're gonna go for this. Now hopefully I can get some more pieces where I can defend this pawn a bit better. If he takes my bishop, I will just recapture here. But this pawn looks like it's gonna start to hurt Mr. Whack Knight from India. Okay, he just decided to sack here, and so if I take, he can take here. I'm trying to see, does this allow me any kind of tactic? I'm thinking about, what about this move? Check. He can't block with queen. He can come back with the bishop, I suppose, but then we would pin it. So check. If he can't block with queen and he can't block with bishop, then maybe he moves here or here. I feel like this is a good move. If I go here, I think he's going to go here. And then I can check, take. He takes. Not so good. But I do think this isn't awful for us. So let's start with checking him. And he could fall into this trap of bringing his bishop back. And the reason it's a trap is because we can just push this pawn and he can't get away because our queen is hitting his king, so his bishop will be pinned. Okay, so he made the right move, I think, and he moved his king. Now, what if I come here, hit the knight, and then come here? That way I'm defending the pawn with queen, and then I'm coming here, threatening to come here. I think if I come here, e5 with the queen, he's gonna probably take my bishop. That's probably what he'll do. And then I would probably have to drop back. Still trying to hold on to this. I'd like to develop my other pieces. I'm thinking knight here is a solid move. I don't see anything wrong with it. What about pawn up? Take. I think knight f3 seems like the most logical here. It's just getting me on a good square. I could even come here, hit the bishop, and this square looks super strong for us, hitting both the king and the queen. I think I'm just going to come here. It just looks like a solid move. It doesn't look like it's threatening anything super great yet, but it's just a solid move. Okay, we thought he was going to do that. Okay, so he's hitting my king. My king can't move. I can come here with queen. I can also come with the bishop or with the knight. He doesn't have any other threats at the moment. I think we come with knight. And I'm not too worried about this yet because he doesn't have his dark squared bishop. We captured that. But he could eventually maybe hit us here and force us away. But maybe he's going to come here and look to take this pawn. I think if he did that, I would probably just push the pawn because I'm defending it. But I would like to get this pawn up, get my bishop out, and castle my king. I also have this threat coming here with check. He's forced here, and this is mate. So if I do get over here at any point, then this is a checkmate threat. Maybe coming here or here are solid moves. I don't think they're bad moves. Okay, this is probably pretty good by him. I can come here, but that's not fantastic. I'm thinking now what we do is we push the pawn. Maybe not all the way, maybe just one here, but we do need to get our bishop involved and we do need to castle before this guy comes down and starts to get annoying. So what if I go here, and then maybe bishop e2? I think that looks fine. I think this is what I'm going to go for. But going here, I'm not defending the knight anymore, so I won't be able to castle. Maybe this move will have to happen at some point. I think we'll go with this to start with, though. Okay, knight here. So he's looking at this square. This is a royal fork, but our bishop holds it, so I'm not too worried. Can we go here? He could come knight here, and that would not be good either. This square is defended and this square is defended, but this square is not very well defended because if he comes here, I can't take because he takes my rook. So his threat right now is to come here, and I can't take with knight because then he takes my king. So it's actually illegal for me to do that. This square looks very weak. I want to go here. Maybe that's what I need to be doing. If I bring the pawn up, this actually looks like a really good move. Pawn b4. He has to move his queen. Well, actually, he doesn't have to. If I go here, he could come here. I have to take. He takes. And then he can move his queen. But he can't take here. That's the main point. I think we're going to go for this. I don't think this is awful. Now, he still has this, but then we just take the queen. So I think right now, his only move other than moving the queen is moving the knight to here, because this happens with a check. And if he does do this, we are going to recapture. He's going to recapture. And so he'll have a bishop on d3, and then maybe we can go e5 and look for this. Even though he has rook over, we could just slide over here or even over here. I'm not sure yet. But this doesn't look bad. Maybe going here first will be the call. Okay. What is he doing here? Don't we just win this? He's not got this threat. So if I take and he goes here, we have queen here defending. And he can't come on this row because of the rook. And if the rook's defended, we'll be fine. I think this is a mistake, and we can just take the knight. Can he take anything else? He can't take this. Maybe he's looking at this move. So let's say I take, he goes here, and then I go queen here, holding this and this. Yeah, I think we just take. And now my passed pawn is protected, which is kind of crazy. I'm down to 243, so I do need to move a wee bit quicker. I am sort of thinking through all these moves, maybe a bit too much, but this has been a pretty interesting game, not going to lie. What if I go here and he goes here, and then I just push and he takes my queen and I get a new queen? No, I shouldn't do that. Okay, so he has retreated. This looks good for us. Can we come here now? If I come here, this bishop can't move. And then maybe I could come here and attack it twice. I think this looks okay. I'm going to try this. I think this looks kind of fun. He's going to want to bring the rook over here and hit this twice. But I think this threat of winning his bishop is going to be annoying. So let's say he goes here, bishop here, queen takes, rook takes, and we win a bishop. Let's say he goes here. Okay, he didn't. Okay, so here he can just take, which is the main issue. What about just pushing now? He can't take here because I just capture. I think I'm just going to push. And this sets up a check threat here, and then we promote. I don't think he has any threat here. Somehow my king is kind of safe here. The knight sitting here kind of blocks everything because he doesn't have a dark squared bishop. He's only got his light squared bishop. He can't do any crazy sacrifice because I'm holding everything there. This pawn move is actually pretty awful for him because he can't come here anymore. So if he does come here to block, we come in with the check. He has to move this way. And then we just move our queen up. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So what about check, king here? What about this move? Setting up this. I could also just take this. And if he takes, then we come here. You have to move this. And then we go here. He takes and we take with check. Then he's forced here. And all he's got left is a queen. That looks pretty good. But will he have, okay, I gotta move. Let's go for this. I kind of like the look of it. So we're going to go here because he's off of this diagonal then. Now he does have checks, but I can just move back up. And he can't then check me because the knight holds. And I'm currently looking at his rook winning the second rook as well. I'm also looking at this. Queen, he'll take, we take, he goes here. Don't like that as much, but I think he's probably going to move here. So if he moves here, this is what we'll go for, I think. I feel like I'm in a much better position than he is. This pawn was able to get around all his ranks and now is about to promote. And that's a big threat for him. It doesn't really matter if I promote to rook or queen or whatever. He has to take it because he doesn't have any other moves. He can't come to these squares because my queen's holding them. And he can't stay on the back line because my rook or queen will be attacking him. So whatever I promote to here is what I'm going to go for. I could promote to knight, setting up a checkmate threat. That's kind of funny, actually. So if he doesn't take it, it will be checkmate. Let's say I go knight, and then he comes here with queen. Then we go here, check, and then win his other rook. But he's going to move this. Okay, wait. So he goes here, knight, queen here, check here, here. I think it's probably safer just to go for the rook or the queen. But will he go for this move? I mean, he definitely would, wouldn't he? He'll go for this. So okay, so let's say he goes here. We get knight, queen here. I take. He takes. Take here. No, I'm just gonna promote to queen. Doesn't really look like it gets me anything. Because getting the rook or the queen will win at least a rook. So that's definitely better. Yeah, he's going to come here. I mean, if he doesn't, like, it just seems a bit silly. Do we have another checkmate threat? Like, let's say he goes here. Check. He has to go here. Check. He can just go back. Yeah, I think we have to go here. He's only down to 20 seconds. That's a surprising move. I wasn't really expecting that, but I guess it's just sort of the same, isn't it? So he has to take with rook. I really want to get rid of his queen. Maybe I should have tried to do something else earlier. Just making some space for my king. He can't come here. I'm going to go here. I want to bring my knight here. What is this move? He's just going to take my pawn. If I go here, he takes. I drop down. He comes here. I go up. Comes here. I go here. Then I go here, and I'm threatening checkmate. If he doesn't take, we just push, and then we go here. Either way, we just come here and here. Okay, so now this is checkmate. And just throwing checks at him. I don't want him to run this way. That's a checkmate. Nice. Okay, we found a checkmate. That was cool. All right, let's go into the analysis just to see how we did. Okay, we played with a 75.3. My opponent played with a 57.7. So this was not the best game. But look, guys, we had a brilliant move. So I'm excited to see what that was. I wonder if it was like pushing that pawn or something. But we also had a blunder. So we definitely made some mistakes here. It has rated us at a 1600 and my opponent at 1100. So let's just check the review and see what mistakes we made. So taking the pawn was best. Okay, this is a miss. You allow the opponent to eventually win a pawn. You missed an opportunity to win a pawn. The other idea we were thinking of was this. But actually, does this work? Because take... Actually, I think this might be a blunder. Guys, I'm seeing the tactic here. So the tactic here is just take the pawn. Because if queen takes, we have a big time fork, which I never really saw. And that is cool. Then we would be up a lot of material. I should have looked at this because taking, we go here and win. But I didn't see that. I missed it. And here is my blunder. Okay, so our blunder was super early on. I'm kind of glad that it wasn't later, but the blunder is only for a pawn. And how does he win the pawn? Take, 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 and then he wins the pawn. So he's still, he wins this pawn here on c2. But the way he did it, him moving his bishop here is not good because we can go g5 and the pawn might block, but let's say it doesn't. Let's say the knight blocks. Then we have queen takes here. So moving out of the danger here. Basically, he wants me to take his bishop because then he could take my bishop. But if I just move my bishop, he can't defend this way because then I take his bishop. He can't defend this way because then I go back to here and his knight is now trapped because this square was a retreat square. So now we can go here and we can pick up his knight for free. So right now his bishop's in danger. So let's say his bishop retreats and we go here. Then he can't get out, so he has to take this, and we just win a knight. So we actually were up a piece here, and we missed it. We should have looked into that a wee bit more in depth. So we had two misses. Yeah, we kind of knew this was a mistake by him to let us just grab this. This was a good move, and pushing the pawn was also a good move. And this was our brilliant move. I'm actually really happy that we did this. sacrificing our rook, and that enabled us to get onto this diagonal. 2 queens, check the king, check. I'm bringing the other pawns in. We actually have a checkmate in 2. Can I spot it? Check here, king here, here. Oh, we have to bring the rook to g8. Check here, and then, wait, let's see. I think it's here. King has to go, well, let's say he goes here. Then we have, this is checkmate. And let's say he goes here. Then we have b8 is checkmate. And so is e7. Yeah, I missed a very simple checkmate. But we still were able to find a forced checkmate in the middle of the board, which was pretty nice to see. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I really enjoyed playing this one. That is 4 wins this week. And we were able to keep our win streak with the Jobava London. I hope you guys enjoyed playing the Jobava London. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I hope this game was a bit insightful. Maybe it'll inspire you to play the system. It's a pretty easy system to learn. And there is actually a lot of tactics in this one, unlike just the generic boring moves of other London systems. I feel like the Jobava London is pretty fun. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with hopefully our 5th win of the week. Bye for now.